Hi Flosstube, my name is Cynthia. I am the Intuitive Stitcher. Today is June 23rd and this is my Flosstube number 6. So if you are a subscriber, welcome back and thank you for coming back and subscribing to my page. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I do hope that you like my video, and if you do, you can hit the like button and you can also subscribe. So, hi. I wanted to do this Flosstube on Sunday, but time got away from me. I got busy and it is Thursday. So, I wanted to do it before I go away. I'll be going away for a few days next week. So, I did want to get this done before I leave. So, here we are. It's a little cold out today in Northeast Pennsylvania. That's where I'm from, Northeast Pennsylvania. It was a kind of cloudy, rainy day, on the cool side, damp. So today I put on a sweatshirt in June, which is very surprising because we did have some hot days and then it would cool off and then it would get hot again. So, but today it was in the 60s. So I do have a sweatshirt on and just to be comfortable and not cold. Also, if you see that my mouth is kind of funny, I did break a tooth, a crown actually, and there's an empty space there. I do go back to my dentist in 2 weeks to have it taken care of, but it does bother me that there's an empty space there when I smile or talk. But that will be fixed. I hope it's not real visible. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at my notes. Oh, for comments, I think I figured this out. If you were not able to make a comment, I do apologize. I think I figured it out when I do the upload. So I'm hoping that that's fixed. But I also have an email address that I place in the description box. So if you do notice anything that I'm showing you today and you have a question about it, you can either comment or send me an email that will be provided in the description box. So again, thank you for joining me today. So I do have some WIPs that I want to show you. Oh, I did close my doors because last time my video, I have baby birds and I think they're house wrens. So the babies are very loud. The mom and dad that come to feed them are very loud. Sometimes the mom and dad come together and, you know, one bird will go feed and fly away. The other bird will feed and fly away. But they're really noisy. I love it. I love hearing them. And I know the babies are going to be out of the nest soon. So I did close my door and my window so that we wouldn't hear them. Like I said, they get quite loud. So I do have a finish. I want to get started. I do have a finish. And I think that I need your opinion because I think that the back stitch on the one tulip, I am going to take out and redo because it looks a little crooked to me, and I don't know that I like it. I mean, it's probably okay because tulips aren't perfect. So, and this is not perfect. So this is Floral Greeting, the World of Cross Stitching Summer Stitching Magazine number 319 is where I found this pattern, and this is it. You've seen it. If you've watched my other Flosstubes, it is finished. And you will see right there. It's really crooked on this one here. So I think that I'm going to take that out and redo it. The others do look pretty good. So that's it. I do like all the colors. I think that I will put the polyfiber or fiber fill inside and make a small pillow rather than frame it. But I like it. It's pretty. I like the colors. I'm usually not that vibrant with my colors, but when I saw this, I liked it. And this is done on 11 count Aida. So I usually don't work on 11 count either, but this I had in my stash, this Aida, and I thought that I would be using that. So I'm happy with that, and I will be ready to finish it soon. My next piece is Gathering Berries, and that is designed by Misty Purcell. Luminous Fiber Arts. This is the piece. Gathering Berries. I did some work on this one. I did get this done, the leaf, and started the bird. So, and that's where I am. So I enjoy working on this. Like I've said before, I'm a slow stitcher, so it takes me a while. I'm not using the variegated that was called for, but I put 2 DMCs together, and you really can't tell. I used 816 and 498. So you can see that one is darker than the other, but not really. It doesn't matter. I'm happy with the color or colors. I do like it. When I was at the craft fair that I talked about, I did say that it was kind of windy and leaves and things were blowing around, and this is the spot. You can hardly see it, but there's a spot there, and I'm hoping that it's covered up with floss. So we'll see what happens when I get there. If it's not covered up, then I might be asking for some advice on what to do with that. So I hope that it's covered. So that's Gathering Berries. I did work on that a bit. My next piece is the Happy 4th of July piece that by Marina from the Ukraine. That is the piece. This is where I am. So I got July done. I finished the flag. I did this little piece here. I did more of the border. I think that you can see that okay. I can put paper behind it. So that's my Happy 4th of July. Marina has cross-stitching for fun designs on Facebook, and she's come out with a lot of new designs. Again, cross-stitching fun for fun designs is what it's called. I will put that in the description box. Her name is Marina, Maryna. So I'm going away next week. I think that I'll take this with me because it's small, and I'll be able to work on it while I'm away and hopefully finish it, because 4th of July will be here before we know it. So I do want to get that finished, and I think what I'll do is try to frame it myself, maybe with a red frame or a blue frame. So that one is almost finished. The next one was WIP Go, and it's called Green Christmas, designed by Ursula Michael, and it is, oh, the 4th of July. It's just white Aida. It's nothing fancy. It's from my stash. I don't remember what count it is though. So now the Green Christmas by Imaginating. That is the next piece that I was working on. And this is it. The H is done, and I started the C. Now I have had this for over a year. So I don't remember what count this is. The things that I'm starting now, if I don't use the called for, I do write the count on the corner of the cloth so that I remember what I'm using, so that I can tell you what I'm using. So that is the green Christmas piece, and I chose this green. It's DMC 3818. So when I have that finished for Christmas, I will decide. I might use a green mat and frame it in white, or just a green frame. I'm not sure, but that's what it will look like. At my embroidery guild, our president says that's what it will look like when it grows up. So that's what it will look like. And I'd be willing to bet my daughter is going to say, is that for me? So we'll see. She has many of the pieces that I've done. And my first floss tube, I was at her house and had shown some of the pieces that I had, well, all of the pieces that she has, I made for her. I didn't make them for her. She liked them and asked if it was for her, so she got them. The next one that I worked on is also WIP Go. It is Erica Michaels. The Moon is Full. So I did start that one. The cloth that I'm using is Javagirl Ada. It's 14 count, and it is silver on white. So this is it. So I have the A-R-E done for Beware, and I have the H-A-L-L for Halloween. Let me hold this up so that you can see where I am and how much I need to do. The Moon is Full is what it's called. So I got the H-A-L-L done. And this is fun. I like stitching on this Ada with the silver going through it. It's really a lot of fun. These are the colors. There's gray, green, gold. Those are the called for DMCs. And if you need to know, you can comment or email me. I have my email in the description box. You can email me and I'll let you know the colors that I'm using. This cloth, like I said, is really nice. It's sparkly. And it's really fun to work with. I like working with it. It kind of makes things exciting. And I'm so plain, so it's like, that's why I like it, because it's not plain white or plain cream color. It's nice. I like it. So that is that piece. And then I started a new one. I know what I wanted to tell you. The Gathering Berries, Lori from Once Upon a Stitch is working on the Gathering Berries also, and I know she's going to have her piece finished way before mine, because I stitch so slowly. So I'm glad. I can't wait to see her progress. The next piece that I have is a Dimensions kit. I've always liked this, and I did pick it up. Might have been in January or February. Joanne Fabric. I had a 50% coupon, so the Dimensions kit to me are not cheap. So I used my 50% to buy this. Like I said, I've seen it and I've always liked it. And Terran Verlay I think it's Taryn who's working on this. She also has a floss tube. So this is the dimensions kit. I like the flowers. I like the colors. And everything comes together. It is done on 14 count white Aida. And the colors, if you've done dimensions kits, this is how it comes. With all the colors. Those are the colors, some of the colors. I really like this. The blues and the pinks. And there's the rest. So, like I said, I always liked it. And the thing is with this dimensions kit, I don't have to do all the jars. I'm in the center. I started in the center, so I don't have to do them all. And I've done projects where I've interchanged things. So I could always do that too if I don't want it that long. This is my progress. I'm sorry for the orangey things that hold my fabric together. But look, I love the colors. I just love the colors. Now it doesn't look like anything right now. And some of these are half stitches, so I put on here half so that I remember when you do full crosses like I do, and then all of a sudden it's half stitches. This is the first time I've been stitching for a very long time. When it calls for half stitches, I have to remember because I'm so inclined to make the full X. So I put a note there and so that I remember, but I do like the color. It doesn't look like anything, like I said, but it's a start, and I'm anxious to do that. I like working on that too because I like the colors. So as far as haul, I did see, this was on, I think it was on Facebook that I saw this, Cherry Hill Stitchery. And when I saw it, I thought it was cute. And I ordered it, and then it comes out as a download. It's called Sweet Summer. I didn't start it yet. I don't know when I will, but I will look through my stash of cloth and then get my DMC. I really need to start thinking outside the box and start using different colors and not just always use DMC. So that is Sweet Summer Cherry Hill Stitchery. So I don't know when I'm going to start it. We'll see. I was watching Fat Quarter Shop, their live last Wednesday, and I did download Christmastime. It's a mystery stitch along. So I did download that. I have to get my supplies, my Aida. They're calling for 14 count Aida natural. So I'll look in my stash to see if I have something 14 count or maybe 28 count and get my supplies, my DMCs. They use Classic Colorworks. I should probably think outside the box and get Classic Colorworks. But so we'll see. We'll see when that comes out and I start it. So that'll be nice too. And then on Silk Weaver Fabrics, they have live, I guess you would call them sales, every other Friday. They have one tomorrow night. And when I saw what one of the pieces that they showed, everything they show I like. I could order everything. So I saw Snowballs for sale, and I've always liked this piece and never ordered it. So when I saw that, I commented that I wanted wanted to order that. So what they do then is they will send you an invoice, you pay it, and then mail it to you. So I always thought this was cute. I even like that color frame for it. So I have to get my supplies to do that one. Snowballs for Sale. That's by Lori Holt of BMI Bonnet. If there's anything that you want to know more about, fabric, colors that I haven't shared just now, comment or send me an email and I will email you or comment back. And if you'd like to see better pictures of something, let me know, because then I can show you on my next video. Comments, I don't know if I did something wrong when I uploaded my last video, so I apologize if you've had a problem with commenting on my video. I hope to fix that this time around, so when I upload this one. The last video I talked about a craft fair that I went to with my embroidery guild group. We had a table set up to explain to people who stopped by our table. It was outdoors, and we would tell them who we were and what we do. And when I was there, I had the chance to walk around to some of the vendors to see what they were selling, and I picked this up. A friend of my daughter, a good friend of my daughter, she's having a baby in a few months, and the woman was selling these as tote bags or diaper bags. So I reached out to my daughter and asked if the mother-to-be had a diaper bag, and she wasn't sure. A lot of bride-to-be's, mother-to-be will have something on like Target or Bed Bath & Beyond of things that they would like. So I thought, well, you know what, I'm just going to text the mother-to-be and ask her if she likes any of them. So I took a picture of several, and she said that she really liked this one. So this is all not hand stitched, but sewn by a sewing machine, but it's all put together by a woman who does this. I think they're beautiful. And inside there's a lot of compartments, and yeah, it's hard to hold up, to open it up to show you, but she loved it. She said, this is the one I want. So that's going to be her gift for her baby shower. And then I wanted to show you, before I talk about the quilting in the back, I want to talk to you about some more of my favorite floss tubers. I like to watch Janet Jabber. I love her. She's just so fun to watch. She has so much energy. I just enjoy watching her. I watch Flosstube Pumpkin Hollow Quilts. Her name is Olivia. She's very calming, and I love her floss tubes. She stitches beautifully, and I enjoy her floss tubes. Another one that I watch is Michelle Bendy Stitchy. When I started watching Flosstube a few years ago, Michelle was the first Flosstube that I came across, and I like her. I like her stitching. She also designs, and she is always fun to watch as well. Country Stitchers is Liz and Deb. I enjoy watching their floss tubes, and they also always work on beautiful pieces, and they're fun to watch too. I also watch Javagirl Stitches. Her name is Christy, and she's has beautiful things. She finishes her pieces, and they're just gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. All of her finishes, she finishes with flowers, and she'll tell you where she purchases things from Hobby Lobby for her finishes. So I also enjoy watching her So those are some more of my floss tubes that I watch. So I want to show you these two things that I have. This first piece I quilted probably, well, it was 15 years. My granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, she will be 15, and I did this for her. I had taken a quilting class. Like I said before, I had worked at a church, and the quilters met on Tuesdays, and they'd always say, come and quilt with us, you know. And so I would put a few stitches in, and when I'd leave, I'd always say, I know you're going to take these out because I don't quilt as close and tiny as you do. And they would always say, no, we're not going to pull anything out. So I don't know if they did or not, but so I took a class at our local community college on quilting. Now, we did a piece. I do everything by hand. I don't use a sewing machine. And my very first quilting class was at Moravian. It was a historical society that ran a class, so I did that. And some of the ladies had their sewing machines, and I said, I will be doing everything by hand. And I remembered the instructor saying, well, you need to work harder because you have to keep up with us. And I did. I finished my piece. So that was a table runner, and I did show that last floss tube. It was like a green in color. So this one I made for my granddaughter, who will be 15 coming up, and it's pink. I think this is called Pinwheel. Like I said, I did it 15 years ago, and I quilted it. Those are my stitches. I don't know if they're tiny enough. You can see it on the back. Sometimes I say the back is just as pretty as the front. Oh, there's a little piece of fuzz. So those are my stitches. Look at them. Isn't that something? I don't know. They're not all even, but they're small. I don't know if I could do that again because my eyes have changed. My vision has changed because I'm older now. But this is it. So I think it's pretty. I still like it. So when she was a baby, she was so tiny that we could just, when she was sleeping during the day, napping, I should say, I just put this over her. And so I have that hanging up on a wash stand that I have. I have an old bedroom suit from the late 1800s that belonged in my family, and the wash stand came with it. So I have this hanging there. The other piece that I have hanging there is one that I got from my mother. It was her grandmother, so my great grandmother. This is a tea towel. I think it's a tea towel, and there it is with the bottom all stitched with thread. And I wish they had initialed their things, because then I would know who did this. I don't know if my great grandmother did this, or if maybe could have been one of her sisters, I don't know. But there's the bottom. And then there are the flowers. Really pretty. I've done this stitching for my embroidery guild group. We make our own name tags, and I had done the leaf that you find here, the embroidery. I've done this stitch already, the green, but that blue, I have no clue how that was done, because it's raised. And then the white at the bottom. Let me show you the back. that's the back. So it's pretty, and I like the color blue. I like the color pink. My colors change for me. So that's it, and they're raised, so it's really cute. But I did want to show that to you because that's an old piece. I wish I knew who had stitched it. And there's really no one here to ask anymore. It's true, the older we get, you know, our aunts and uncles are gone, and grandparents are gone, parents are gone. So there's really no one to ask. And I have other things of my great grandmother's. I have a plastic bin that fits under the bed, and I have a beautiful tablecloth that I'll get out next time. It's gorgeous. I'll get that out next time. And I don't know who stitched that either. So I don't know, but I'll get that out too. It's important, I guess, to mark our things. I don't put my initials on my stitching. I used to, and I've gotten away from it. I don't know why I don't put my initials on things. And on the back of my framed pieces, I will put my name and the date usually. So I just got out of that habit. So, like I said, today is Thursday. It is June 23rd. It's on the chilly side, and I hope that everyone is having good weather, and whether it's cold or warm or hot, I do hope that everyone is enjoying this time of year. I like this time of year. I like spring when things start to bloom, and I like hearing the birds. I have a squirrel also on my porch that I think it's a boy, because if it was a girl, she would have had babies by now. The squirrel has been there for maybe 2 months. So I'm guessing it's a boy, and I'm hoping it's a boy because I don't need babies scurrying. The last time that a mama had babies, they were climbing up my screen. and I said, oh, no, we don't do screens. So they found another place to live. I had taken their nesting out of my potted plant, and they found another place because they were still running around in the yard. So Mom took them somewhere else. So that's that. I mean, I don't think that I'm unkind, but I couldn't have them. They would damage my screen, and so I just took their nest apart. They rolled enough to be running around, and they did fine. They would play every day. I'd see them out in the grass and in the trees, and so they didn't do anything bad. They still played, and this could be one of the babies. I don't know, but I'm leaving it the way it is, and we'll see how long this little squirrel stays there. That is it for me. I don't have anything else. I had done a floss tube, and I forgot to show a piece that I was starting to work on, and I thought, oh, I'll redo it. So it's not a big deal. So I wish everyone a wonderful weekend, and I hope everyone has a good next week. I'll be away, so I'll take some stitching with me, some small pieces, and I'll work on some small pieces. Please comment or send me an email if there's more that I can do or less that I can do from my videos. It's not all about me. It's about, the viewers and the people who watch. I want to have things that they like to see. So please comment and email me with your thoughts. And I wish nothing but the best for everyone. And I'm wishing everyone well. And thank you again for joining.